Dewey Burke. When this name is spoken, many would say, "Oh yeah, that's the guy from School of Rock." Not quite. But to fans from North Carolina Tar Heels basketball team, he is considered a legend. Dewey Burke is an amazing athlete as well as a great role model for children because of what he used to do on the court as well as off. Dewey was probably one of the most famous bench players of the 2006-2007 season, although there were really only two of them. What does a bench player do, one might ask? When the Tar Heels were up by at least 10 points with less than a minute to play in the second half, Coach Roy Williams would give the look down to the end of the team's bench, and that would signal for Dewey and fellow benchmate Surrey that they were about to go in. Now there's a tradition at the Dean E. Smith Center where the Tar Heels score more than 100 points in a game. The fans that are in attendance will receive 2 sausage biscuits at the local fast food chain for $1 the following day. Dewey, a specialist at putting the heels over the century mark, in 7 games, Dewey and his signature 3-point shot got his team and fans to the 100 points, earning him the nickname Biscuits. Still today, that record holds true. Nobody can seem to beat it. Remember when Tyler Hansbrough and the Tar Heels All-American got an elbow to the nose in the infamous UNC Duke game on March 4th, 2007? And remember how Hansbrough was about to charge after and probably kill Gerald Henderson Jr.? Do you know who the first one to Hansbrough's side before that happened was? It was Dewey Burke. Dewey saved Gerald Henderson's life. Therefore, he was remembered as the savior of lives at the Dean E. Smith Center. Nowadays, Dewey holds basketball camps in Conestoga, Pennsylvania. During these camps, he sometimes brings previous Tar Heels stars such as Ty Lawson, Danny Green, and yes, Tyler Hansbrough. He teaches the kids the fundamentals of basketball and also teaches discipline and how practice indeed makes perfect. Dewey, of all people teaching basketball camps, knows what he's talking about, considering he grew up watching Hall of Fame coach John Chaney's Temple basketball games, and because he grew up around Philadelphia. Dewey is a great player to watch on the bench because he helps teammates out when they're slumping by taking them to extra private practice sessions to see what they're doing wrong. In one case, Wayne, the Rain, Ellington, was slumping towards the end of Dewey's senior season, 2006-2007, and Wayne's freshman season. Wayne made it public that Dewey was helping him, and it turned out in the end that it was a great deal, because last year in the national championship game against Michigan State, they had no answer for Wayne Ellington, because he was just draining them. For these reasons, Dewey Burke deserves to be in the World Hall of Fame. Dewey is a good teammate, a dedicated bench player, and a savior to many. Dewey will always be in my Hall of Fame. I hope he's in yours, too.